For although it be dissolved for a time on account of the original transgression.
What was the original transgression? We read it earlier. The sin of Adam. So because of the sin of Adam, the body must be dissolved. Right? See how all the precepts that we read in the beginning are coming back.
It exists still.
It exists still. Even though it's dissolved, it still exists. This is why when you're buried, you don't need to be taking out organs and stuff like that. People going in and taking out all your organs and all this kind of stuff. Nah, you need to put it back the exact same way you got it.
And is cast into the earth as into a potter's furnace.
As into a potter's furnace. Has anybody ever seen a potter's furnace before? Where you have it's almost like a little, it looks like a little, what would you call it? A little pestle and mortar type situation. And when you heat it up, it turns red. And you take bars of aluminum or bars of gold and you stick them in there, and all the nastiness when it melts comes to the top, and then you scrape it all off the top, and then you can pour it into a mold and you have a pure piece of gold or a pure piece of silver or aluminum, right? This is how he describes the process. The earth is the earth is the potter's furnace. We are the precious metal, right? And by heating it up and melting it, he can skim all the stuff that came with Adam's transgression off the top and pour it into a new mold.
In order to be formed again.
In order to be formed again, just like I said, pouring it into a new mold.
Not in order to rise again such as it was before, but in a state of purity.
So it's not being raised the same way that it was, with the same illness, with the same ailments, with the same injuries. No, you're being raised in purity, the same way Adam was created. Read.
And so as never to be destroyed anymore.
Immortal. Read.
And to every body shall its own soul be restored.
Into every body shall its own soul be restored.
And when it hath closed itself with that body, it shall not be subject to misery, but being itself pure.
Mm-hmm.
It will continue with its pure body and rejoice with it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a new car. It's like getting a new car. Read.
And which having walked righteously now in this world, and never having had it as a snare, it will receive it again with great gladness.
It will receive it again with great gladness. Right? Now a lot of people view it as you'll have superpowers. That's not necessarily the case. But the further you go back in Israel's history, what happened? We get stronger, we got faster, we got more powerful, right? And it was over time, right, in our mixing with the other nations, that those physical abilities dwindled, right? And we see the same thing. We witness the same thing here. What it's doing is it's taking us back to the beginning. So those same strengths and abilities that we had back then, the same ones that we have now, just enhanced, right? So it's saying the righteous, those which walk righteously in the world, never having had it as a snare, which means you weren't a slave to your flesh. Because you weren't a slave to your flesh, you receive a body that's glorified.